Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to be laying down the base for September 9th through the 15th, 2024 in my Sadie Stickers vertical planner. I'm going to be using this kit in honor of my mom. It's called Bibliophile by CinderellaPaper. This art has been around for a really long time, but I just thought this was adorable. I love everything about this, the color scheme, the elements that they included. I actually have one of these candles at home. I gave it to my mother for her birthday one year. The name of the company that does it is called Frostbeard. And they actually used to have a candle that was called Dumbledore's Office, and then they had to change the name because they were not able to keep the name for copyright reasons, but they still sell that scent. This is a great candle company. Okay, sorry, tangent. And my vacuum cleaner is running in the background downstairs, so I apologize for the background noise. This is the art I'm going to use. It's fantastic. It kind of has like a boho theme to it, so there's a lot of these patterns throughout. There's some lovely pinks and beiges here. It's just a really fun kit. There are some scripts, and this is really gorgeous. So, okay, couple of things. One, I ordered this for my mom's birthday. I got it in gold stars, and it says, this is a custom quote that I had made, and it's from the Beatles' birthday song. It says, "They say it's your birthday, we're going to have a good time." I got it in the gold stars because I was like, who doesn't like gold stars? Forgetting that I was going to use rose gold and black with this kit. So we're just going to have a really mixed metals vibe happening here, and that's okay. So the second thing, I want to show you these incredible underlays I got from PlannerSpeechie. Yes, these are underlays, which kind of kills me a little bit because I think they're gorgeous and they could probably be overlays all by themselves. So I may have to order this again. I got these unfoiled because I wanted to see all of the details. And I also thought that like a black and white look would look very cool with this, sort of a typewriter-esque font thing happening. But if you guys haven't seen my previous plan with me, and I'll give you like a little hint of it here, like there's some stuff on this page I don't really want to share right now. Okay, but like you can see, I had these beautiful black and white Italian things underneath it. You can't see it at all. So I have a feeling that all of this is just going to disappear, like completely. So I want you to admire it right now because it is gorgeous and I feel kind of like evil covering it up. For anyone who has ever used something like this, like I'd love to know your thoughts. Like, do you feel weird about covering stuff up? Are underlays like totally insane? Tell me what you think because I'm really curious, but I think they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. And I'm going to have this problem again later next month because I have similar ones. Anyway, so, okay, but I'm going to be using the quote box and these underlays. I also have these really pretty washi from Sadie Stickers. They're books. And then I have this fall quote overlay in rose gold. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose yet. So, and then I have like all these really fun, I picked out some, these are my books, Sadie Stickers, rose gold. And then I have lots of black and white from Sadie Stickers. They're just unfoiled, but they look so cool. These are from Charlotte's Paper. So I thought they would be fun, like with this aesthetic. But anyway, I'm going to speed things up and come back in a voiceover. But yeah, stick around. Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, I am recording this voiceover on October 5th. And I just want to be clear about, I live in Charlotte, not Western North Carolina. However, Western North Carolina is devastated right now. So I'm going to leave some links in the description box below if you feel moved to donate. There are lots of people who still need a lot of help and support, and we're getting word that some schools are going to be closed indefinitely. So we just really need support right now. And I say we as a resident of North Carolina, not as someone who's directly affected, but just it would be wonderful if you would consider it. So anyway, I did put down the washi and the foiled washi on top of it. Unfortunately, because the pattern is so bold, the words got a little bit lost, but I think it really still looks fantastic. The headers for this kit are all very similar shades of rose and pink, so they do kind of on camera appear to be very similar, but they actually are different. I'm just putting the date numbers on there in the rose gold, and I think that came out really, really well. Um, this was a really interesting week. There was a lot going on. It was the second full week of school, and we had a lot of different events happening. My husband came home from being away for almost 2 weeks. It was my mom's birthday. I had to start a new medication this week, so there was just a lot. But this was a very calming and peaceful spread to put down. I don't know that it like reflects how peaceful everything actually was. But anyway, so a lot of these full boxes came with text on top of them. I really love these frost beard candles in particular. I think they look amazing. They are modeled off of real candles. You should go look them up. Frostbeard candles, they make incredible scents. A lot of them are literary. Some of them are Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. So if you're interested in those franchises, you should check them out. They're really cute. Okay, so I knew that I was going to put two of the underlays in the sidebar because I wanted to keep two of my favorites in there. And I decided eventually on those first two. And then that typewriter was so perfect, it just fit right in that little white space. And so I thought about writing something on the white space, but I decided not to. Um, so there we go. So I knew that those wouldn't disappear, and that would be helpful. But once they went down, they looked so good. I was really impressed with the level of detail that came through, especially against the white page. Um, I knew I was going to cover it all up, but I thought it still looked amazing, and I'm really happy with how this base turned out. So I got to enjoy it, even if it was just for a little bit. I'm glad I didn't foil it ultimately because I think the gold design would have gotten lost. I mean, it got lost anyway, but I just thought it was so cool. I love a good typewriter, black and white, literary theme. I think a lot of people who do planning are also book people. So to have those two worlds collide was kind of fun. So there it is. That's the full wiggle. And now getting into the actual day to day. I think I was attempting to talk, but I am talking over my talking over, so you can just see a lot of amazing hand gesturing. Okay, so Monday, I decided to, and I did try to color block a little bit this week, but again, because the colors were all very similar in this kit, it wasn't super obvious that I was color blocking. But I think this top spread is actually the one where you can see the design the most. So that is a script from Plannerhannah, that foiled speech therapy script. And I believe that is font 10 in the rose gold. And then I also did a speech screening, and that script is also from Plannerhannah, and it was just in black and white. So on Monday, I worked from 7:15 to 3:15, and I just put all of the cleaning icons there because I did a ton of cleaning in advance of my husband coming home the next day. I just wanted him to come home to a nice looking house, and it's always just a good excuse for me to clean. So, um, This was also the day that James Earl Jones passed away. That was really sad. Um, he's such an amazing actor, and I love all of his movies. And I did talk to my mom and my husband, so I just use little icons to mark both. So for Tuesday, I had a slightly different work schedule. I get to work in two different schools this year. So on Tuesday, I get to go in just a little bit later, which is helpful. And I don't have as many students to see on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So my work week is actually on the lighter side right in the middle of the week. And that is actually okay with me. So you can see the whole design of that underlay just completely disappeared there. So on Tuesday, I had a staff work meeting with my department. I also marked that I did a lot of speech therapy and I did my session notes. I decided to use um, my script along with that bow from Charlotte's Paper Company. So that meeting was at 2:30, so it was my last meeting of the day, but really helpful. I had to place an order for some medications, so I used the foiled rose gold from the bundle to mark that. And then luckily my husband's flight was coming in after I got off of work. So I just stayed at work a little bit longer, changed out of my scrubs, put on a cute outfit, and then went to Charlotte to pick him up. Charlotte Airport has gone through a lot of changes recently. They're doing a lot of renovations. And so I was a little worried about getting parking and things like that. So I just got there early and then I got to pick him up. And I was so happy to see him because it had been such a long time since we were apart. And mm, I just missed him so much. And then that evening was the presidential debate. And we both wanted to watch it, but we were both really, really tired. So we ended up not watching it live and then just watching bits and pieces of it the next day. So the next day was my mom's birthday, which is also September 11th. Um, this is always a really challenging time for me, but I always try to put my mom's birthday first. So, and because she doesn't live where we live, I made an effort to like talk to her multiple times throughout the day and just check in on her. Um, but yeah, it's always crazy. And I did have to do an IEP, so I had to focus on that a little bit, but honestly, like a very light day. Oh, I was trying really hard. I had a lot of things to include this week, so I just cut a bunch of flags in half. So I did have a staff meeting at 2:45, and I did have to pick up the medications that I placed the orders for at CVS. I did a little public stop on my way home, and I used a Teddy Plan sticker to mark that. And that was a custom script that I had made. For some reason, Publix is not really, I guess it's not a big grocery store in a lot of places, but it's definitely the grocery store I go to the most when I'm here. So my husband was very sick. I don't know if he caught something on the plane or if it was just all the traveling. He did not have COVID, but he definitely had what we probably think is the flu. And then in the evening, I did like a surprise kind of FaceTime with my mom's friends. I got them all to call me at the same time, and then I conferenced her in, and that was really fun because I hadn't talked to some of her friends in a while, and they're like lovely people. They're like my second set of parents, so it was kind of sweet. It was really sweet. um, and then I had some session prep. I just used some playing cards to mark that because sometimes we play games in speech, and I was like, let's use it. And that speech therapy neutral bubble that is from Carly Plans. Then I did do a bunch of speech screenings. I had so many referrals for my preschool students, so I had to do a little bit of pulling them out of their classroom one by one to just kind of listen to them. And I did some hearing screenings also, which is always fun to do with preschool. So yeah, that was kind of fun. Um, And then I did have another staff meeting at 11:30, and I did complete my session notes. And that is a little therapy sticker from Once More with Love, and I just moved it to Thursday that day. So yeah, so it's this very like chill plan with me recap. Um, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Um, so I worked from 7:15 to 3:15. I was so happy it was Friday. It was a long week. Like it felt like a really, really long week. Um, I did place, so this is like the start of my spending on stickers binge that really hasn't stopped since the summer. But I ended up placing a couple of orders from Planner Pixie Co. and Scribble Prints Co., which I probably shouldn't have done, but I did it. And then I went to Publix after work to pick up some avocados so that I could make avocado toast the next day. Although I'm pretty sure that the avocados that I got like were either too ripe or something was wrong with them because the next day they were like not great. Mm. Um, I started reading my book club book called The God in the Woods, which by Liz Moore, and it's about a girl who goes missing in a camp in the 70s, and it's really, really good. I was surprised at how much I liked it. And then we were going to go to the movies the next day. So I said to Frank, let's just watch Beetlejuice because I haven't seen the original in a really long time. This is one of those movies that he knows all the words to without even looking at the screen. And so it was really fun to rewatch it with him. I loved that. I did have some phone rot on YouTube and Instagram at night, but it was like a perfect Friday evening. Ah, there goes that whole scene. I think the whole thing disappears here. Ah, so sad. Okay. So I did make avocado toast on Saturday. And then, as sort of a special treat, we went to Trader Joe's because all of their pumpkin products had dropped, and I was really excited for that. Um, we go every year and just get all the pumpkin things. Usually, I take a picture of all the pumpkin things that we purchased, and I didn't do that this year. And then when we got home, our garage door wouldn't open, and we were like, what's going on? And then we realized there had been a power outage in the neighborhood. So our garage door was not going to open, so we just left it in the driveway, took all of our pumpkin stuff, put it away, and I did do some reading. My husband ordered a new computer. And then we went to a matinee of Beetlejuice, which was really fun, except I have not been to the movies in a long time. I did not know that previews last 40 minutes now. I was like, what's going on? We ate like half of our popcorn before the movie started. And I was like, now that I know this, I'm never going to be on time for a movie again, especially with reserved seating, because there's just no point in sitting there for 40 minutes. That was crazy. But the movie was really cute. I really liked um, Michael Keaton and Catherine O'Hara, especially. They did an amazing job. There were some of the plot points that I think they could have just left out of the story entirely, but all in all, really enjoyable. We got Pinkies for dinner, and then we didn't watch like a movie at home because we watched one earlier in the day. So I just kept reading The God in the Woods until it was like really late at night. And then on Sunday morning, I actually was able to finish the book, and it was really good. I really liked it. Um, I started reading another book called Word Hunter, which is another like mystery story, but it had a linguistic twist. So that was kind of fun. And then we ate some of this delicious pumpkin kringle that we got at Trader Joe's the day before. I placed an Amazon order, and Frank and I just like chatted on the couch, like just hanging out. He was playing guitar, like we were just talking. It was just so nice. I missed him so much. Um, so then I finished up some session notes that I didn't get to finish earlier. I did film a plan with me. I made some speech materials, and then I did some laundry. So that was the full week. Okay, so this is it. This is the final spread. I think this came out really beautifully. I'm really enjoying this. It's a little hard to like read. Sometimes you can see the scenes, but mostly you can't. Like this one, I think I did the best job with it. So I would just say that if you are planning to order something like this, where there's like a scene in the background and you really, really want to highlight it, definitely have like fewer things to put on your plan with me, or keep it really light, like have 1 or 2 things, because this is the one where you can see the most of the scene. And then this one, I tried something a little different. I tried to do like thinner strips because I had a lot going on, and it just didn't really work. So knowing this, I will probably not order something like this detailed again as an underlay. But if you wanted to use it as an overlay ever, or like as an augment to this, I think it would look so nice. But I love the way this came out, especially with my rose gold coil. I think it looks really beautiful. And I'm so excited to do the next spread. So I will tease it for you. I just changed everything up. So I wasn't going to do this art until later in the season, but I'm going to do it now. So okay. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.